Now I'm using this baby yomai for this tempura. Now pluck out the smaller leaf, wash it and then pat it very dry. Now for the lady finger, I get the smaller pieces. Now poke a few holes in case they burst during the frying. Now for the crab meat, just rinse it and then squeeze out the water. Now for the prawns, remove all the shell, leave the last section intact. Now then cut away the point here and then trim off the tail, okay, so that the water can come out. Now the head here, remove all this gel. Now after you have cleaned up all this head and the tail, now slit open the back, scrape off the intestine. Now so that the meat is clean. Now then we bring the prawns to wash it clean. Now we have washed the prawns ready. Now squeeze out all the water. Now place the kitchen towel here. Now lay out your prawns. We are going to further remove the water. Okay, fold it over. Press it very dry. You can see that the water is absorbed out already. Okay, take it out. Now these prawns here will tend to curl up when they get cooked because of the tendon and the muscle at the bottom. So you place it such that the bottom face up. Now do a slant cut, okay, 1/3 the way down, about 4-5 cuts. Now you still see that they are clinking on. Alright. Now so you place it the correct way up, like that, with the back facing up. Now use a hand to press down. You can hear the bursting sound of the tendon if they're still not broken. Now you can see that they're very limp already. Alright. Now we are going to coat the item with some cornstarch. Okay, place it in the plastic bag, easier to handle. Okay, just shake it so that they are coated lightly. Now heat it so that the excess cornstarch will fall off. Now this will further dry the item and also provide a surface for the batter to cling on later on. Now do the same for the rest of the item. So we have dusted the veggie and the meat items already. Now the success of this tempura hinge a lot on preventing the gluten forming in the batter. Now we use a low gluten flour for the structure of the crust and the cornstarch for a lighter and a crispy texture. Now sieve the mixture and break up the lumps inside. Then mix in our baking powder. Now we are using only the egg white to get the crust to be more crispy. Now this egg yolk will not be added in because it will absorb oil into the crust when being fried. Now the egg white and the ice water together shall be double the flour mixture by weight, so we will weigh them. Now add in some seasoning salt to give the crust some taste. Okay, mix them well. Now add in the flour mixture bit by bit. Now remember, do not stir them in because gluten will form when we stir it. Use your chopstick to tap them down and let them dissolve in the water by themselves. Now, those lumps that are floating will dissolve after a while, so just put it aside while we wait for the oil to heat up. Now heat the oil until we can see small bubble forming from the chopstick. Now the flour will have settled at the bottom, so loosen it and drag the item from the bottom to be coated. Now as we fry, drip some batter next to the item. It will form beads. And push our item toward this bead and they will stick on. Now press the item into the oil to fry the top also. When the crust turns yellowish, we can take them out. And then sieve off the beads. Now do the same for the veggie leaf and the crab stick. For the prawns, hold the tail and put them in so they are straightened. Now again, drip some batter in to get the bead to stick around it. Now all these items, after the first fry, they are piping hot, so the moisture inside the meat will come out and soften the crust. So usually we will do a second fry to remove the moisture from the crust to get it to be more crispy. Now heat the oil until we can see some smoke from it. We will refry the veggie first. They have less moisture. Take them out after about 5 seconds. The prawns emit more steam, so we will refry them for a bit longer, about 10 seconds.